Welcome to an all-new adult erotica in comics. You are watching SVon82, and I'm Scotty, your underground comic-loving friend. And this week's video has very little to do with comics, but every bit to do with a very interesting rabbit hole that I went down a couple of weeks ago when I was doing research on a world-renowned pinup artist by the name of Alberto Varga. Varga's artwork inspired soldiers during World War II with the nose art on their planes. But I had so many more questions about this. I think that it's very cool. It's something that I really thought was awesome growing up, looking at the nose art on these different planes from World War I and World War II. But when did the pinup art start? How did it start? How did the military permit this? How was this even a thing? I'll answer all this and more in today's video about the flying ladies. I hope that you'll stick around. Man has been decorating their tools of war for centuries, from the Egyptians with their chariots to the Zulu warrior and their shields. War art traditionally served as protection from evil, to receive supernatural powers from the gods and give a noble identity to each warrior. And with the coming of the 20th century, this tradition continued, just in slightly different forms. The modern vehicle of war and the warrior's canvas became the airplane, with the art primarily reflecting one thing in particular: a soldier's sexual deprivation. Female pinup art dominated World War II nose art, seeing its golden age through the Korean War. But how and why was this permitted, you might ask? Well, it was tolerated mainly by Army Air Force officials to help boost the morale of the soldiers who were fighting in very stressful wars with high probabilities of death. It was believed to have actually started with European, Italian, and German pilots decorating their crafts with personal insignias, including shark face designs. And that's where nose art started. But it was in World War II that American soldiers, inspired by Alberto Varga's Varga Girls pinups, would begin adding the Varga-inspired pinups to their B-29s, P-38s, B-25s, and other aircraft during. The pinups were represented in various stages of dress and undress, or posed with some sort of sexual innuendo. They oftentimes pushed the limits of decency, but these were soldiers fighting for their country that wanted to get back home to their families, their wives, their ladies. Some nose art showed more restraint than others, but some could be considered chauvinist or even racist to today's standards. While the nose art, of course, did take other forms and had some notable cartoon art, graffiti, and beautiful topography, the pinup was their battle cry. The more imaginative, provocative, and even offensive, the more it reflected the soldiers' wild abandon to intimidate and tease the enemy. The art on the planes varied from very amateur, not so great looking art, to beautiful and stunning pinup art that closely mirrored Vargas himself. Almost. These unique flying ladies help provide each plane with its own personality and hopefully with a bit of good luck. It made aircraft easier to identify rather than using serial numbers. So when you saw the Sultan's daughter or the shoo 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 baby returning back from a bombing run, you would know that your comrades had made it back to safety. I have a great deal of respect for anyone that has fought for their country, anyone that has looked fear in the face and did what you felt was right. My hat's off to you, and I thank you for your service. So that's today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I want to give a big shout out to the channel members. Thank you all so very much. Your channel contributions go straight towards a box of essential necessities for newly recovering addicts who may have nothing. Things like deodorant, toothpaste, razors, coffee filters, and other things of that sort. Just a small helping hand to help somebody out that is trying to turn their life around. I know I appreciate it. I know they appreciate it. I wanted to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for helping me achieve this channel dream come true. If you're thinking about joining, it's only $1.99 a month, and that is where the channel member goes. We're trying to help people, y'all. Thank you all so much, channel members. And I want to thank you guys, the viewers, for coming through and checking out my video and hanging out with me once again. I drop new videos every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, so I hope that you will come back and hang out with me again. In the meantime, I hope you all have a fantastic week. Keep collecting and stay safe out there. Peace.